Hello and welcome to another episode of Motors for the Masses. Today we have a quest, and that quest is to discover if the 2017 Skoda Superb is indeed superb.
So you and me will kiss the sky goodnight. Just run away with me, darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost again. Just run away with me, darling. We'll get real lost. We'll get real lost again.
So this version is the SEL Executive 2-litre petrol. It has 216 brake horsepower, but 258 pounds-foot of torque, which means it gets from 0 to 60 in 7.1 seconds and a top speed of 151 miles an hour. That's amazing. And with only 146 CO2s, it means the tax is £145 a year if you register before the 1st of April 2017, which at the moment it is, or £200 for the first year and £140 for every year after that if you register after the 1st of April 2017. Now, for a car this powerful, with this size engine, that is really good. But when you're inside, seated behind this soft, comfortable steering wheel, it's a very comfortable position to be in. The seat is very nice. The engine is extremely quiet. Obviously it has the start-stop technology, so when you're sitting at traffic lights, it switches off. But when it starts again, it's not loud and clattery, it just starts and off you go very gently. It's very nice, very serene, very luxurious and relaxing. I feel uber relaxed. You're immediately drawn to this extremely clean dashboard. You have this 8-inch display in the middle, and then everything is just nice and smooth. It's got a sort of brushed aluminium in this SEL Executive model, and the steering wheel obviously is a multi-function one, so you've got all the options for stereo and telephone, and then you've got all your little buttons down here for cruise control, your indicators, your wash wipe, you know, the usual stuff. But it's very clean, it's not obtrusive, it's not in the way, it's very easy to reach. I'm really impressed. The side panels are plastic, of course, but it's very soft plastic, and again with the brushed aluminium, and very soft leather on the sides, all very soft, no scratchy plastic at all. Obviously your electric windows, electric mirrors, air conditioning, cruise control, all the usual stuff. The suspension is very well put together, so when you're going over rough ground, which we're going over right now, you're hardly moving. It's fantastic. Down a couple of little potholes there, you don't even know they're there. The steering is extremely light and very precise. It's sounding like I'm a bit obsessed with this car, isn't it? Well, I have to say, Skoda from the old days have really, really, really changed. As standard in the base model, you do get quite a lot of equipment. Now this includes LED rear lights. It includes the multi-function steering wheel. You get nice little touches like the electronic handbrake, the torch in the boot, and even a cooled glove box. So you can stick your bar of chocolate and your can of Coke in there and it'll keep cool. But I have to say, that is a feature that Skoda have had for quite a while now. You also get aircon as standard, heated door mirrors, and tyre pressure monitors. You also get the 7 airbag system, and this has a 5-star Euro NCAP rating. So prices for the hatch version of this start at £19,785 and go all the way up to £35,890. For the estate, prices start at £21,065 and go all the way up to £37,100. That top of the range version is the Lauren and Clement version, which incidentally are the founders of Skoda back from 1895 when they used to make bikes. It is a sizable car at 4.8 metres long, 1.8 metres wide and 1.4 metres high. In this configuration, with the boot as it is now, you get a massive 660 litres of space. And with the seats all the way down, you get a massive 1,950 litres of space. However, with the spare wheel in, you do lose 20 litres. But what's 20 litres? But in comparison, the hatch is not a small car. That still has 625 litres of boot space, and with the seats down, 1,760 litres. That's massive. You might think with that kind of boot space, it's a bit cramped in the back, but it isn't. This is where I would have the seat when I'm driving, and look at this space I've got for my knees. It's absolutely huge. I really am pretty much speechless about this, because I've never known so much space in the back of an estate car unless you're buying a £200,000 Bentley. So these come with a range of engine options, which include
1.4 TSI petrol in either 123 or 147, is that
horsepower? Yeah.
Depending on the trim, obviously. So if to get the 123, it's only available in the S model.
They also do a 1.6 diesel with 118 brake horsepower, and this one, the 2-litre petrol, which has 218 brake horsepower, or the big one with 276 brake horsepower. That has the high compression turbo. They also do a 2-litre diesel, which I believe has 147 brake horsepower, just like the 1.4 petrol.
Or 187 brake horsepower.
Yeah, again, high compression turbo or low compression turbo. So there's a massive range of engines you can get, and it depends what trim level you want as to whether you go for the S model, the SE, the SEL Executive, which is what this model is, or the L&K, which stands for Lauren and Clement.
Lauren and Clement, that's right. But there's also the Sportline version, which seems to sit between the Lauren and Clement and the SEL Executive.
Yes, and that one obviously is a little bit more sporty because it's got the little bit of spoiler on the back and extra little bits on the front grille.
And most of the models are available in the green line as well. So that gives you a 1.6 diesel engine with low rolling resistance tyres, etc., boot spoiler and things.
And that one
lower the drag.
Only has 97 CO2s.
Yeah, which is pretty good. So that's going to give you some lower tax.
Indeed. But also the 2 litre comes with a 4-wheel drive option as well.
Oh yeah, with the DSG gearbox.
Yes, which this one has. This has the DSG gearbox.
Which basically means it's got 2 clutches. One does gears 1, 3, 5 and 7. And the other clutch deals with 2, 4 and 6.
Exactly.
So quick gear changes.
7-speed, that's pretty good. So as far as performance is concerned, it has a complete range again. The base model, the 1.4 litre petrol, has 123 brake horsepower and 147 pounds-foot of torque, and has a 0-60 time of 9.9 seconds with a top speed of 129 miles an hour, and apparently a 50 plus MPG figure. But we all know MPG figures are rubbish.
Somewhat debatable. Yeah. Probably likely to see somewhere between 40 and 45, I would guess.
Yes, that model only has 125 CO2s, which means obviously cheaper on tax. And then they do the one right at the top of the range, which has...
So the 2 litre turbo petrol engine with 276 brake horsepower, which is pretty impressive from a 2 litre turbo. 258 foot-pounds of torque, which will give you a 0-60 time of 5.8 seconds, which is pretty good. And you'll be getting 164 grams of CO2 per kilometre.
And then everything else is somewhere in the middle. So this one is the SEL Executive, like I said. It comes with 18-inch wheels.
235 tyres, quite a good profile on there too.
You also get adaptive cruise control as standard and many other features. What do you get?
Bi-xenon headlamps, adjustable memory seats that also store the memory for your door mirrors as well. Got a heated door mirror glass. But there's also options that you can have. So 10 colour LED ambient lighting that runs along the door trims. It comes with the LED Advanced Plus pack or something like that. You can have the phone box option, which enables you to be able to charge your phone in the little central console thing. It also boosts your phone signal by like 20%, which is pretty impressive. As another option, there's a panoramic sunroof. So there's lots of things you can do to customise the car and make it your own.
This also comes with the Apple and Android connectivity, which seems pretty standard in a lot of cars these days. So this one comes with the drive mode, so you've got Eco, Normal, Sport and Individual, which means you can set it yourself. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try this fully manual gearbox. It also recognises that if you pull up to a roundabout in 4th gear or something and you're in the wrong gear, it will adjust it for you. And then off you go again. No complaints really. This one has the 8-inch screen, so you can use sat-nav, USB, auxiliary, and it has 2 SD slots as well as Wi-Fi and DVD. Also as standard, you get the DAB radio, the ability to plug in something Bluetooth. In this one, obviously you get all the information about the car, but of course this is the SEL Executive. And above base model, for the SE and above, you get a lot of other features. Including, and this is a very cool feature, an umbrella in the door. Now that is the kind of thing you find in a Rolls-Royce or a Maybach. Fantastic. There's one in here as well. I'm amazed. So the MPG figures for this car in the brochure are apparently 39.2. However, we know from driving today, we've been doing fast driving, slow driving, comfortable driving, sporty driving, and it's been averaging 29.1. Just to touch a little bit on that Laurent and Clement version, as a tribute to the founders, they've made it, as you can imagine, a little bit special. It's got all the toys, including the 10 colour ambient lighting thing. Yeah, tri-zone climate control. Yeah, and that thing with the estate where you wave your foot under it and the boot opens.
I think they call it virtual pedal or something like that.
That, yes. Like they have on the new Jaguar F-Pace.
That's right, yeah.
So as a little test, we're in sport mode, and Malcolm's just going to put his foot down and pull away, and you can see what kind of power this thing's got. As you can hear, quite a lot.
That's pretty impressive. That feels it just pulls.
It does pull.
Considering this isn't the highest power model.
This is only the 218 brake horsepower one.
Yeah. But it carries the same torque from a lower rev range.
I'd love to see what the 276 brake horsepower one does.
Yeah.
Overall, bearing in mind you drive mostly a 2015 Insignia Estate. In comparison, what do you reckon?
I like this more.
Okay.
It's just better all around. It looks nicer. It feels nicer. It's certainly a lot quicker, but then this is a considerably more powerful engine than mine.
It is.
I don't know, it just feels better. I mean, I've got the design model, which is a slightly higher spec.
Yes.
But still, in comparison to this, it doesn't compare, really.
I'm just impressed with the layout of everything, the feel of it. It's very comfortable.
Nice.
It just feels so luxurious.
I love the dial faces. They're in this kind of matte black, and they just look really nice.
They do look nice. I can't really fault it. I haven't found a single thing I don't really like. I like to be as honest as possible with these reviews, and I like to find something that niggles and bothers.
Yeah, I can't see anything.
I can't find anything.
There's silly little things that are really good. Like, I mean, I think they've had it for years, but there's a little plastic clip up here on the windscreen for putting your parking ticket on.
Yeah.
That's just brilliant. So it doesn't blow away when you shut the door. It's just.
There's
just
nothing
think
to
of
fault.
everything, yeah.
There's absolutely nothing to fault.
And the little torch in the boot. There's attention to detail. So when you're rummaging in bags, you can find things.
I'll tell you one important thing, which is something that I find that I struggle with. In a lot of cars, if I'm a passenger and someone puts their foot down like you did a minute ago,
Yeah.
I want to jump out the window and hurl.
Yeah, you don't feel very good. Yeah.
In this, I didn't feel a thing.
Really?
Absolutely nothing. Because it pulls really, really smoothly.
It does.
There's no jerkiness. When it changes gear, it's not... You know?
It is a lovely gear change, and I'll probably put that down to the fact that it's the twin clutch.
And when you take a
auto
corner
box.
with a bit of aggression,
Yeah.
it doesn't launch you out the window.
No, it doesn't, does it? Actually, it feels pretty good.
Absolutely. Tight as anything. I'm
Just
amazed.
Feels so good.
absolutely amazed.
That's tremendous. Absolutely.
Well
love
done,
this car.
Skoda. Seriously, well done.
10 out of 10 from me.
10 out of 10 from me. I can't fault it at all.
So we asked the question at the beginning, didn't we?
We did. We asked that
Is the
question.
Skoda superb? Superb.
So there you have it. The Motors for the Masses verdict is the 2017 Skoda Superb is indeed superb. And that brings us to the end of this episode. Thank you very much for watching. Please join us next time where we'll be back with another car. Until then, please drive carefully, but have fun. Bye bye.